Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages, and everyone in between, good evening and welcome to another We Are Movie Club Saturday night hangout for today. It's the 5th of July. Where is the time going? Belated happy Independence Day to anyone that might be watching in America, because I believe that's the thing over there. Anyway, my name is Charlie and I am here tonight again on my own, as you can see, because my partner in crime, Kamurai, is at RTX this weekend. It was VidCon last week, and now he's at another convention. I think he just has a thing for travelling. But I have spoken to him, and he said that he might try getting on because he was about 5 minutes late after the end of the broadcast last week to be able to join us. So he may be in at some point. So if you see me trying to pad out the first 10 minutes, you know exactly why. Well, let's crack on then. What normally happens if this is your first time here is that we start the show by talking about what has been watched in the last 7 days. And I am going to confess that I haven't watched a darn thing. I have started a new job this week. It's pretty much full time, so anytime I do get to myself, I'm usually trying to recover through sleep or just generally being a bit of a slob. So I haven't actually watched anything other than the World Cup and a bit of wrestling here and there. Again, disclaimer, as of last week, I'm sorry if I look a bit distracted during this, but the Dutch are playing Costa Rica in the World Cup quarter-final this evening, and I'm quite interested, so I may be keeping off an eye on that. But one thing that I do want to talk about, and this kind of actually does follow on from last week, because I managed to blather on enough last week and actually thought of a bit of a topic that I could talk about this week, and it also comes from a conversation I was having with a colleague about things that are almost not necessarily mandatory watching, but things that you should watch, trying to maybe keep up with the zeitgeist, or at least keep up with what everyone else is doing and the general trends that are going on at the moment. It ties into spoilers as well, which I'm sure everyone has come across in their lives. And obviously, one of the big things that has been spoiled, or people have been saying not to spoil at the moment, is Game of Thrones. I haven't actually watched any of it yet. And to be honest, I'm not one of these people that really cares about whether things get spoiled or not, because, to be honest, I have a short enough memory that I'm going to forget that they're on or what happens anyway. So it's like with Breaking Bad. I've watched one series of that, and I can't remember any of the spoilers from the last series because it's so long ago for a start. But again, Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones, they're on what I would call almost mandatory watching for recent years, because it seems to be that that's what everyone is watching, and you're not necessarily pushed out, but there's certainly a bit of a lull in conversation when someone wants to say, oh, did you see the last episode of whatever, and you go, actually no, because I've never seen it. That kind of kills the conversation off there, doesn't it, really? So I don't personally think it's a problem. I mean, let's get this out of the way now. I've not seen Game of Thrones. I've only seen the first series of Breaking Bad. I haven't seen Orange is the New Black. I haven't seen House of Cards. Haven't seen Sons of Anarchy, and I'm probably missing a couple there. Whereas quite a lot of my friends have, and you may have noticed this if you've been one of the few people watching the Hangouts in recent weeks, that Kamurai will start talking about something. Community was one of his things a few weeks ago. Again, something I've not seen, but is it necessarily a problem? Does it really matter that much? I mean, I've definitely got what I call the list that is of things with these titles on that I want to get around to at some point when I get the time to either marathon it or at least start it. So I don't know, it's weird because, well, actually, let's take Game of Thrones as an example, because that was one where on Facebook, for me, everyone was going, oh my god, no spoilers, don't spoil this for me, no, 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 no. Or they were going, oh my god, ending, without giving any detail, but to be honest, that's probably close enough to be a spoiler alert. The one that gets me with Game of Thrones is if you read the books, you already know what's going to happen, because the TV series hasn't overtaken the books yet, although that came up in the news recently where they said, well, George R. R. Martin said that he wasn't going to be able to write the next book quickly enough, so the TV series almost essentially had artistic license to be able to go ahead and come up with its own things, which would be interesting actually when that sort of divergence happens. So maybe I can catch up by then. Who knows? Yeah, a lot of other things got no real urgency to watch. I mean, they're all really good things, but I've not got that burning desire of, oh my god, I'm going to be completely left out if I don't watch X, Y, and Z. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't know. How does it matter to you? Let me know, because I'm interested. I've also realised I haven't actually turned my level 30 on. It's because Cameron's not here usually, but he's usually quite a stickler for things like that. But let's turn that on. There we go. What do I want that one? I could probably do. Oh no. There we go, that's better. So yeah, there we go. So what I haven't watched anything else. Not for lack of desire, but just lack of time. You may also have known, certainly from a personal standpoint, that I haven't really been too great with the uploads this week. Although they should both be going up tonight, my review for Red vs. Blue 4 and Surrogates, because I did watch those a couple of weeks ago. I was going to watch a few things on the train home yesterday, but my tablet died, so I never actually got to watch those. For those that are interested, Red vs. Blue Season 5 is the next pick for WeAreMovieClub, and in an interesting turn actually, Netflix UK at least has just put the first 5 series, which is the Blood Gulch Chronicles, on Netflix in the full works as opposed to just episodes. So that would be interesting to watch. I plan on watching that in its full guise for a change, just to see how it differs, because it's one of the main disagreements that Cam and I have, because he watches it in full, whereas I watch it in episodes. So I don't know, apparently it's different. I'm not really sure how, but it'll certainly be an interesting experience, and it might help it flow a bit better. One of my main criticisms, as you'll know, is that the story doesn't flow all that well, in my opinion, and it seems very broken, but I suppose it's obvious. And there's a lot of what I've called filler, and yeah, it's rubbish as far as I'm concerned. Of course, I'm only talking about the fact that it feels like it's dragged on and padded out with a load of stuff. In general, it's actually not that bad, but you know, it'll be interesting. I mean, episodes aren't always the best to try and watch as a feature length, not as a full length thing. That's why I'm not sure whether marathoning is a good idea, because you have that lack of flow almost. At least if you've got one episode a week, like you do have with things like Game of Thrones, then you've got that week to almost digest what you've seen and then move on. Whereas with episodes of Red vs. Blue, it would literally just be bang, 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 and you don't really get. Maybe I miss some of the plot lines because of that. Don't know. I'm merely thinking aloud there, but yeah. The other film obviously was Surrogates, and I think I talked about that last week. But yeah, glorified X-Files as far as I'm concerned, which is a bit of a shame because I don't know. It certainly felt as though it had a lot of potential, and I liked the concept, but I don't know. It felt, if you'll excuse the expression, a bit empty and a bit almost like a robotic, a bit like the shells that they were. You know, it didn't have that level of depth and emotion that I felt it could have done. It seemed to go a bit quickly. You could have had a good extra 10 minutes in that film and it would have been fine. You could have used that to develop it a bit more. I'm saying all this now because it's not my turn to do change of scene this week, so otherwise you won't get my opinion. But yeah, so that's Surrogates, that's Red vs. Blue 4, so I think I'm all up to date. Oh my god, you couldn't have timed that any better.
Hey, buddy. Sorry, it's a little noisy. I don't
Good evening.
I'm here at RTX. I don't know if you can even hear me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I wanted to actually sit down. I didn't expect it to be this noisy or this line to be so ginormous. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Whoa, what's that line for?
The immersion panel. I don't know if you're familiar with our shows or not, buddy. But immersion is a show where they take video games, they try to reenact them in real life, like scientifically.
Oh, okay.
So holy piss.
You weren't planning on trying to get into that, were you?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get in. That ballroom is pretty damn big, but I don't know if it's gonna fit all this.
No,
that's okay. That
probably
means I
not.
Man, I'm about to tap out. Look at this.
What?
At least I recognize a couple people online a little bit. Oh man. So how you been, buddy?
I've been fine, mate. How are you? You timed that absolutely perfectly because I was starting to run out of things to say and we're only 10 minutes in.
Charlie, this was your opportunity to shine on your own.
Hey, I got to 40 minutes last week without you.
Oh, thank you. Grumpy cat, yeah. Yeah, I get that occasionally. That's fun.
Live from RTX, ladies and gentlemen.
What about the light?
I said live from RTX.
Oh yeah.
How is it?
It's good. Today's kind of like on again, off again. The best thing today was Weird Girls, but I've never actually watched their channel. They're actually YouTubers, but they do geeky stuff like comics and gameplay and everything. So they were fun. I mean, the big thing yesterday was the RBB panel.
How was that?
I was actually that far behind. I didn't realize we were actually in season 12. Shame on me. But the last one before RTX was such a great cliffhanger. Miles was like, let's go ahead and catch you up on what's happening. So I've actually seen the episode that isn't released yet.
Oh, right, okay. Are you spoiling it for us now, or are you keeping that to yourself?
I'm just letting you know I watched it.
We've only done the first 4 at the moment, so we've got a while to catch up.
Yeah, I got my review for season 5 ready to go when I get back. So, yeah, so fun fact, my studio computer's just being a little bitch. So it died like the day I left. And my buddy was there last weekend. Totally forgot to ask him to restart it. Remember to ask him this weekend. He can't get it to restart.
Oh no, nightmare.
So, and then my laptop won't render my fucking videos from VidCon. So, like, I'm just dead in the water all over the place.
Yeah, I noticed nothing from you as far as VidCon went. There were a few pictures and that was about it. I was expecting masses and masses of vlog and nothing happened.
Well, I tried. It just didn't work. And then I tried to do one for my phone, just a quick update, and then my phone ate it.
Nice.
I had to pull up my phone and put it on my computer, and I thought I uploaded it and published it, but maybe I didn't. It turns out on that channel, I had all this blank space after my videos, and then I went to fix it, and I deleted the expatriate one.
Yeah, I noticed because you did a couple of uploads. I queued them, and then when I went to watch them, they'd gone.
Yep, because the expatriate one was actually Surrogates, which we haven't done yet. Or was that this Friday?
That's this week, so we're into that now.
Okay, so that's the next one. Good, okay. At least I'm prepared.
Yeah, you're prepared. My video's going out tonight, so yeah.
Roar.
Oh my gosh.
It may be too hot in this hallway.
So what are you waiting for then?
I told you the immersion panel.
Oh, of course you did. Oh, you joined the queue. You decided to in the end.
Well, the options are stand here a minute, and see what happens with it, or just leave and go get food, and then try to get another big ass line later.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it all depends how hungry I really am.
What's the time difference? Is it still? Oh, we lost him.
And then my friend, I made a friend here, and she is looking to get dinner after immersion because she's already in this crazy line somewhere. But I did not see her because I guess I was talking to you.
I'm sorry.
Nah, no worries. I don't even know if she knows I'm wearing the kigurumi, so she may not have realized it was me.
That's got to be really, really hot.
For this though. Oh man. Have I stripped on camera for WeAreMovieClub before?
That would be a first.
Oh yeah, I gotta take this off. It's gotta happen. What do you want to stare at while I do this, Charlie?
I'm just gonna. If I keep talking, no one will notice it. So if I keep talking about random things for about 2 minutes while he decides to take his clothes off. Right, okay. Let's talk about anything movie related. I'm actually getting rid of a load of hard copy DVDs because I've moved back in and there's a shitload of stuff that I've got no space for. So I'm actually trying to earn some money by selling them. Not really anything of interest though, it's just old pics that I bought DVDs for that I now have no use for because I'm one of these weird people that doesn't really rewatch a film. I just tend to watch it, go, yeah, that's good, great, and then not really watch it again. So I'm just getting rid of a load of stuff purely because I need the money because I'm poor and I have no money and I'm not getting paid from my job for another 3 weeks. So yeah, that happened. Is he finished yet? No, I don't think so. All I can see is his hat. Ooh.
Over.
Oh. Is he finished?
Kigurumi.
It's dead.
What do you mean?
Sorry?
So what do you mean to me?
Because I love you.
Ah. That's a good excuse, I guess.
It's how we do things around here.
Oh, we're moving again. Oh.
Yep, that's one big ass line.
Okay, and that's just this floor. It's on the next floor up.
Oh,
yeah.
Really? Yeah. That's crazy, man. Is it worth your time being there though? Are you enjoying it?
I don't know. There's a lot of lighting. Oh, that's just not going to happen. There's a lot of just wait in line, but it can be worth it. Like, I think last night was worth it at the RVP. Some of the panels are really good. Some of them are just mediocre. But it all depends what you're excited for. Oh, I appreciate that. I could probably fix it myself if I bothered, but I appreciate it, bro. You don't have to do that. But Charlie, how was it last week doing it on your own?
It was fine. I managed to find enough to ramble on for about 40 minutes, I think, in the end. I'll be happy if this one goes to a similar length. Oh, is he there? We lost him. I think we might have done, you know. Oh, I so hope that becomes the thumbnail. Wouldn't that be fun? The picture of Camera's face like that. Ah, well, we'll catch up with him again in a minute, I hope. So yeah, how was last week? I don't know. It felt okay. I hope you enjoyed it if you watched it. Certainly not something I'm used to doing on my own. And oh yeah, there he goes. So yeah, Kamurai's RTX, which is Rooster Teeth's big convention, which if memory serves, I think he said it's in Atlanta. So he's there. I think next week he'll be back as normal, and we'll be back to being a gruesome twosome. And hopefully we'll actually have stuff to talk about because, you know, I run out of things very quickly because I'm not very good Right. No, can't do silence. I need to talk. Could talk about the future. Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about future picks. Because I don't know if he wants me spoiling this, but I don't give a shit. I'm doing it anyway. As you may have noticed, we've been doing a lot of Red vs. Blue recently, and as far as I'm aware, the plan is for Cam to go through right to season 11, I think, which would take us nicely through the summer. I use nicely depending on your opinions of Red vs. Blue, which means I need to come up with some picks. If anyone's got any recommendations, by the way, do let me know, because I try to pick things that I've never seen before so that I learn. I remember I talked a bit about this last week, but a lot of things are films I haven't seen before, so it's all part of the learning experience. And I don't know, I don't really see the benefit in watching things that I've already seen. Sorry, I'm doing my hair now. But yeah, the only exception is going to be my next pick, which is a film that I've only just discovered on Netflix and really want to see again, purely because it was an amazing film in my childhood. So that's that. But the problem is I don't know what kind of films to pick. You might have noticed that the picks I've done have been, well, pretty similar. I mean, they've either been, well, films primarily aimed at a younger audience, I think is the way of putting it, if we're taking Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs into the equation, and Pirates, but, you know, Pirates is just a good thing. Or they've been spy, politically thrillery things, like Expatriate or Surrogates. So, I don't know where to go, because I don't know really anything about foreign films. I mean, the only real foreign films that I've actually seen are the ones we've seen for this. So we did The Hunt with Meta, and we did Sid that picked Amelie. So they're I've seen The Artist as well, which SourceFed did back in the day. You know, when SourceFed had a movie club. So yeah, I really haven't seen much in the way of foreign stuff. Oh, Night Watch, of course. How did I forget that? I could pick Day Watch, I suppose. That might be interesting. Yeah, could do. I remember talking last week about other animated films that could be watched. So there's potential there, I suppose. But I don't know. Any ideas? Anyone? Because, well, this is a community thing, so community means needing opinions. Yeah, opinions. We have them. Also, I know I've already mentioned this, but I'm going to mention this on a general chat, like We Are Movie Club channel perspective. You may have noticed that in the last couple of weeks, uploads have been a bit weird, obviously, with Cam being away, me being busy. We will get back to the normal schedule of the movie review on a Friday, the Hangout on Saturday, Bad Summary on Monday, and the Change of Scene on a Wednesday. 4 seems to be a good number. I can't, we haven't really had any ideas to expand it, so I don't really see the point in trying, because there's no point trying to oversaturate something. So yeah, and if I can speak honestly for a moment, I think having the 2 people, it's good, but we need more. So if you're watching and you want to do this with us, and please do, because it's obviously the more the merrier, quite literally. So everyone's different, and that's what I love about films, because as you might have noticed in the past, and again, if I've talked about this already, I'm so sorry, but we all have different opinions, and Cam will have one opinion, and I will have a completely different one. As you've seen with Red vs. Blue, he loves it and sings its virtues from the rooftops. In fact, I wouldn't mind betting half the reason he's actually at Rooster Teeth is because RTX even, because his love for Red vs. Blue is so strong, and he has a thing for web series. You may have noticed that it was him that picked Riley Rewind, and I don't know, he's a lot more what I would call on the pulse, on the button when it comes to things like that, than not exactly the most up to date of people. So yeah, Oh, hello. Is he back?
Hey, buddy.
He's back.
Yeah, I figured out a way to make it work a little bit, but just limited resources, technical difficulties,
Yeah, I imagine the signal's not too brilliant there either.
Yeah, I hit a dead spot back there. But funny enough, like right after I lost contact, like a Misty walked by, and I was like, I just put away my.
You didn't chase her?
No, because you don't want to get out of line. You just don't. And then I have to put the thing on, which I don't want to do. But I missed Nurse Joy yesterday, and there was a Ninetales this morning that I missed. It's annoying.
And you're sure you've gone to RTX and not AnimeCon?
No, there's people doing all sorts of cosplay here. We've seen Legend of Zelda stuff, BioShock. A lot of them are doing like Ruby and Halo. Good point. So there's a lot of Spartan outfits walking around.
Oh, nice.
Or not, there's enough of them. The best cosplay, if I had to give an award out, I did actually do a little video interview with her. This 14-year-old girl, she did a Ruby cosplay, but she has a handmade scythe.
Oh, wow. That's dedicated.
Technically, in the cartoon at least, it's a gun scythe. But hers was like just really well done, super impressive.
Well, that sounds good.
So I'll get that out eventually.
Yeah.
Good.
No, I was about to say we're going to have an absolute splurge from you when you get back, aren't we?
What about? Are you talking about like just me uploading videos?
Yeah, just general content.
Well, yeah, because I got to catch up. I got to get VidCon out there, and I got the Job Hunter stuff I did with them. And then I've got all the RTX stuff, and then I'll probably end up doing Leanna's interviews separately. Trying to figure out how to structure this, because I'm obviously not a very good camera guy, like, on the fly.
It's fine as it is, I think.
Say again?
It's fine as it is, I think, apart from when you put your ear there.
Well, yeah, but I got to hear you. But I learned a lot of good techniques, and I realized some tools I definitely want. Like, there's a device, Mark uses it a lot. Just a stick, essentially, that you put your camera on the end of.
Yeah.
Or you can buy mounts to put your phone on the stick. I'm very confused with what's happening. Okay, anyways. But, so I want to do that, and I really want a drone. I want an air drone.
Yes, because Mark uses those, doesn't he? I saw the video of his footage that he got from that. It looks pretty good.
Which one, Phil?
Mark.
Oh, Mark has an air drone?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll have to check that out. I want a GoPro, too. That'll be a fun toy. So, lots of stuff to pick up between now and next year, because I definitely plan on going back to VidCon.
Yeah, I meant to ask you how it was. I mean, I didn't really. Obviously, we haven't seen your videos yet, but how was it?
It was really good. I was super excited. The best thing about it was just hanging out with the Job Hunter guys. People kept asking me, what is your favorite most expectation for VidCon? Blah, blah, blah. And every time I was like Christina Horner, and then I'd say Bernie sometimes. But Job Hunters, because that was really the fun bit. Okay, so here's what I wanted to get on camera earlier. I'm about to go up one of these escalators.
Okay.
So we can get some footage in the background here. But I actually got to play laser tag with the cast of Job Hunters, so I was super excited about that.
Oh, wow, that sounds good.
It's their whole own thing. See how far up we are, Charlie?
Oh, wow.
And sure enough, the escalator stopped.
Is it just broken?
Temporarily stairs. Alright, so let's see what this line's looking like. Am I interrupting you talking about movies, Charlie?
No, as you did last time, you actually caught me perfectly as I ran out of steam.
Sorry. This is your little RTX bag that tells people you're supposed to be here, and you're not like an evil person.
Hmm.
Thank you so much, people.
Okay, so now we're up on the other floor. You can see all those people over there.
Oh my god.
Those people over there. Because that's the
not-
line.
That's the same line. Jesus.
I'm telling you, that's over the camera. I'm on the verge of tapping out. Just because it just doesn't look like it's worth it. But it is a big ballroom, so we'll just have to see here in a minute. Oh man. So Charlie, give me a second, and then I want to hear what movies you've been watching while I've been gone.
This is going to be good for our life, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So what you been watching, buddy?
Well, as you would imagine, it's been catching up with this and not much else.
I have random mystery pizza. Alright,
Sweet.
It's a lot.
you're doing from your phone.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. This guy's totally amazed that this is a podcast,
shit,
Charlie.
yeah, that's fucking amazing.
He's in England.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, way.
Sorry. So what movies have you been watching?
I've been catching up with this and not much else, as you would expect, because I have no time or life to do anything else.
Charlie.
Actually, no, that's not strictly true. Since you've been gone, I actually watched the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The new one?
No, the original.
Oh, okay. Did you have fun with that one?
It's good. I like that.
Please together make friends. Me, everybody in this block.
I'm in the box. Alright. So we're a little closer now.
Inching closer.
Well, they just need to get everyone to fit where they put them. That's just what it is.
Oh god, if that was the thumbnail, that would be so awkward.
No, that's great that you get to go back and watch that. I was telling somebody about WeAreMovieClub here. And she's sort of interested. I don't know what's up, but she got super excited because I explained to you how you like to go revisit your childhood with movies.
Yeah. Or for me, just live it for the first time.
So like it's just funny because like I'm fortunate through Red vs. Blue, and you're picking like as many kiddie movies as you can apparently.
Well, I've got a few ideas which could get interesting.
Ideas? Oh, for selections?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Don't expect to grow up anytime soon.
Never, ever. No, I'm super excited to get back and obviously I gotta get things fixed and get caught up. But I had a couple of ideas for like my main channel, and then we're playing Dungeon Defenders. That's gonna happen. You, me, and Sid at some point.
Yes, thank you for that as well.
Oh, no worries. It went back down in price, so it was like $375 or something like that here. And all the DLC is just nonsense. I feel so dumb falling for that. Steam sales.
The peril of the Steam sale.
So I'm excited about kicking off a gaming division in another direction too, hopefully. And finally, maybe I'll get my guillotine thing up and going. I want to make that a regular thing where I start breaking out games or whatever.
Yeah, that's another thing we need to get back into, but that's something to talk about another time. Have you actually been watching anything while you've been away? Have you had the time?
You know what? Like I got I got myself stressed out about it in the beginning, and then I was like, I'm just gonna watch How I Met Your Mother.
Oh
Because
god.
I've seen it, so I don't care if I'm actually paying attention to it. So I just started like season 2 and just started watching episodes. So unfortunately, I have not really been watching movies. I watched the beginning of Frozen,
I'm
but
adding that to my list.
yeah, you definitely should. Your girlfriend will probably kick that to the front if she gets wind of it.
Don't tell her, she doesn't watch this. It's fine.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, so like VidCon was doing movie nights there, so they did Frozen, Earth to Echo, and The Fault in Our Stars.
Oh
But
right, yeah.
conflicts with the concerts. And the people I was kind of hanging out with wanted to do the concerts. So I ended up doing that instead. Yeah, it was fun, but after wear proper footwear.
I can imagine.
Yeah, after all that, I don't know if I'd do it again next year. You know. Have you seen Weezy Waiter? You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Him and Hank Green both fucking rock.
I've heard of Hank Green, but that's about it.
You don't know who Hank Green is?
No, I do.
Okay. Because he does music stuff too, and him and Weezy both play stuff. Weezy plays closer to, I don't know, classic rock's the right word, hard rock is what I would call it. And then the Perfect Strangers, who Hank was playing with, they do kind of like a punk ska feel, honestly.
Interesting.
But all they have is saxophone, so no, not quite ska. All right. Sorry, did I interrupt you talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles earlier?
No, I was just gonna say it was really actually quite good.
Okay.
I think the new film is...
Should I film them fill in the line?
Yeah, go on, why not?
Wait. It's a live podcast.
Holy crap, I'm gonna be on TV.
He's in England. He understands. See, you got fans here too, buddy.
I feel loved.
Not interested in me at all, but the fact that I got a camera and an English guy. You know?
Exactly.
Oh, man. Story of my life, Charlie. Oh, buddy. How late is it? The time changes keep messing me up.
It's fine. I don't know. Yeah, because it's you that's travelling and not me, isn't it? Are you back to... What time zone are you in at the minute? Are you in Eastern?
I'm in Central right now, I think.
What time is it?
It's the same time zone Nina's in. Yeah, I'm in Central.
Okay, so yeah, you're fine. We've been going for 40 minutes.
Okay. Man. You're in charge, Charlie. Take it away.
What's left for you at RTX then? What have you still got left? Because you've got a couple more days, haven't you?
Well, today there's the immersion panel I'm trying to be on, and then I'm hoping to catch Ruby later, but I'm guessing by the size of this line, it's probably not going to happen. And then there's a couple things like later tonight, but it's not as full as VidCon. Like there's a huge difference in the two conventions. RTX has more people, but it seems like at any point they have less going on.
Okay.
Don't count the exhibition hall, because VidCon's exhibition hall was kind of boring, honestly. It had a couple things going on. But here it seems like they've just got suitcases of like consoles for people to play test games on.
Okay, so...
And that's literal. Actually, consoles in suitcases.
That's quite cool.
Yeah, so hopefully by next week I'll have everything up, because it doesn't take that long to put it together. It just got to wait for it to render. And I got to get it all transferred over to the right computer and hope that computer works.
Excellent, hopefully.
Life.
Life. What would we do without it?
Say again?
I said life, what would we do without it?
Be dead, I guess, yeah. Morbid Charlie.
It's getting that time of the evening. I turned dark.
It's getting that time of the evening when I start to contemplate death.
Oh.
Alright. My arms are tired. So if you don't mind, I'm going to let you go.
That's fine. I think I'll probably sign off now anyway. I've not got much else.
Okay, let me do my thing then, I guess.
Go on then. You promote yourself like the cheap whore. If you
want to watch my idiocy for movie reviews, go over to JamOnToes528. If you want to yell at me on the Twitters at Kamurai25, or you can always yell at WeAreMovieClub on the Twitter as well at WeAreMovieClub.
No idea.
now get out of here.
All right, I'm out.
See you later.
Bye. How do I? Never figure out how to hang this up. Charlie, boot me.
No, I'm gonna keep this. This is fun.
Bye.
Oh, brilliant! That was good, wasn't it? So yes, there he is, live from Atlanta, Texas. Kamurai RTX. Yeah, as I said, I'm just going to sign off this now because I haven't got anything else to say. We normally end the show by talking about what we are going to be watching, and as I've said, Red vs Blue is going to follow for quite a while now, and I'm just going to fill in here and there, and my picks are going to involve submarines, minions, insects, and a couple of other things. So leave your speculation picks. But yes, if you want to check anything we're doing, then we're WeAreMovieClub on Twitter, WeAreMovieClub on YouTube. You can see my links there. I also go by Snowdog140 on YouTube, so check us out there. Thank you for watching, and good night. I will see you all next week.